Hello, South Africa, I'm Nik Rabinowitz.
I'm Hezron Louw.
Welcome to Tyres and Braaiers, the show about carring and charring, Hot Wheels and Hot Wings, Smileys and sedans.
Today we are on the outskirts of Clanwilliam waiting for Manny to take us to our braai in his 1958 Mercedes Sedan.
That's right, Clanwilliam renowned for Rooibos and real dance, Veldskoen, flowers and Van der Merwes, not all of them, just Tolla. It's going to be historic today, Hez. Historic caves, historic cars, and the historic moment we try a sheep's head.
Oh, I'm excited about that.
You know, they call it a scop. Why? Because if someone sneaks behind you with one of those, you someone want to scop them. Let's hit it.
Braai.
I've been here from Clanwilliam. I'm a veteran car enthusiast. This car behind me is a 1958 Mercedes-Benz 190. I think there's only a few of them left still running in South Africa. It's got a smooth gearbox. It drives very nice on the open road.
How's it, Andy?
Hello, Nikki. How are you?
Good, man.
How's it, Andy?
So, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Yes,
And yourself?
what can I do for you?
Lovely car you've got here.
Yeah.
Beautiful. No, listen,
Yeah.
Henny, normally we have a pad course segment,
Yes.
but it's pretty warm out here. This is how hot it is normally.
Yeah, normally it goes up to 40 degrees sometimes.
40
Yeah.
degrees.
So we're thinking maybe we can just, I don't know, what do you think?
I think maybe a cup of tea
Yeah,
or
can I
Roy,
take you
lekker
somewhere?
Roy.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Let's get in. Is, you know they say don't mention the war. Well, in this particular case you can, because this was the first Mercedes-Benz manufactured post-World War II. Production began in 1946. Henny, cool guy. What's interesting also about that particular car was that it was used as a taxi. You could actually check. It looks a bit like a taxi. It was used as a taxi in Germany, but in South Africa it was deemed too small.
So this car's been around since?
This is a 1958.
Manny, what is your relation to this vehicle currently?
We both are members of the veteran club, the Olifantsrivier Veteran Club.
What a beautiful machine. Perfectly preserved. Green leather seats. The steering wheel is beautiful. It looks like it's made of ivory. The whole car itself, I think that car's not been restored. I think it's been like that all along. They've just looked after it so well. It's a beautiful vehicle.
We're here in Clanwilliam, historic town, settled in 1700 and something. Well, originally called Jan Disselsvallei, but renamed in 1814 Clanwilliam.
Jeez, that sounds so much better.
It does. It's actually renamed by Sir John Cradock, who named it after his father-in-law, the Earl of Clanwilliam. We're here with Wally Willies, who knows a lot about the town. Wally, have you ever named anything after your father-in-law?
I wouldn't dare.
Wally, Clanwilliam, world famous for many things. What can people do here?
Lots of points of interest. The two most obvious ones are the Cederberg Mountains, and this is the heart of the Rooibos industry.
I also understand that this is a popular region for rock climbing.
It is the bouldering, but that's the sporting kind. For instance, if you want to walk along Bushman rock art trails, then it's fascinating to roll back into prehistory.
Clanwilliam also world-renowned for comedy.
Tolla,
Tolla van der Merwe,
story maker, storyteller.
born and bred in Clanwilliam.
That's right.
Although apparently his middle brother, Koos, was actually funnier.
Tell me about it.
I just heard that on the grapevine.
Wally, so Clanwilliam is famous for its Rooibos. I'm planning on making a bit of a Rooibos cocktail later for the Oaks at the braai.
Should be good.
Where's the best place to get the best Rooibos in town?
Oh, that's a trick question. I can get into trouble if I answer that one truthfully. I would go everywhere, sample them all.
Apparently your town's also famous for a bit of dancing.
The real dancing.
Can you demonstrate the real dance for
I
us?
certainly can't.
I didn't think so.
Thank you, Wally.
Thank you, Wally.
Okay.
And we'll be seeing you later. We're just going to take a round and look.
We
at
may be back. You know, we're staying in a cave tonight, so if we get the willies, we'll come see Wally.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
You too.
Cheers.
Here's,
Nik?
this is Tola, one of the South African comedic greats and an inspiration for me as a comedian.
And do you feel inspired right now?
I'm inspired to tell you one of my favorite stories that sort of is influenced by his style.
Of storytelling.
It's about a character from Clanwilliam who used to go hunting in the mountains, Oom Frik. En toe een aand was hulle daar in die bos en hulle het gaan leeuwsjag. Toe kyk hulle aan die kant, toe sien hulle die blare wat so effens rood. Toe kyk hulle daar binne twee groot oë van 'n leiberg. En sy spiere wat so ruk en as hy so spring, toe vat oom Frik sy twee lopende halgeweer. En as hy ding spring, daar skiet hom, dat is nie hoe hy maak so, wow, val gevrek op die voete.
Oh, thank you for that, Nik. Cheers, Tola. Clanwilliam is a very small town and it's got like 5 streets, but it's beautiful. The houses are historic. I could live here. It's so chilled. So where are we off to now,
Strasberg's Veldschoen factory.
That's where we're going now.
Henny's like Clanwilliam. He's chilled and laid back, but hot, because he was sweating like hell, and we were all sweating. We had to wind down the windows. Even the windows winded down perfectly. It was just a very nice car.
Here we are at Strasbergers,
The shoe factory?
established 1834.
The oldest shoe factory
1834,
in South
so
Africa.
basically as the voortrekkers were leaving because they were gat vol, these guys started.
So here at Strasburger, the oldest shoe factory in South Africa.
That's right, started in 1834 by Baron von Worm and the Reverend Leipold, who created a settlement in a place called Wuppertal. The terrain was pretty rough. They needed a shoe to match the terrain, so they basically created the first 4x4 by foot. 87 years later, taken over by Reverend Willie Strasburger, and we're here with his great-grandson, JJ.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome to Clanwilliam, first of all.
Thank you. Baie dankie.
It's very hot this time here, so hopefully you'll buy a pair of shoes after this. So in 1954, my grandfather, Heini Strasburger, brought the shoe factory from Wuppertal to Clanwilliam. You know, they started making shoes, about 5 shoes a day with a hand. And there's still people working in our factory today that can actually make the shoes without any machinery with their hands.
I've never worn Veldschoen in my life, ever. I don't own a pair. I've seen like 5 somewhere. But the factory was beautiful. We walked through the factory. I saw people sewing uppers. I saw people brushing soles with brush machines. I saw people gluing things. Because these shoes are, of course, handmade.
The amazing thing about Strasburger is one of the few shops, shoe shops in the world where you can actually take your shoes and have them resold. Not like resold, that would be like a second-hand foot. It's like reincarnation for shoes, guys. It's almost like the Dalai Lama, except that is not quite the right analogy because the Dalai Lama is an old soul in a new body. This is an old body with a new soul. If you see where I'm going with that. JJ, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for coming to Clanwilliam.
Thank you very much.
Hezron
JJ.
and I would both like to get some
Shoes
shoes
made,
fitted.
yeah.
And I think perhaps we could all just look at camera and say, "Whoa!
Veldschoen."
Dankie om David.
I decided, you know what, I need a pair of these shoes, and I had myself, they take a drawing of your feet with a pen and they measure it. The guy measuring my feet said I had high bridges. Don't know what that means. But he also said something that I've suspected for many years. He said I have a flat foot. It was hilarious. It's a very beautiful factory. It's family run, and not just the family that owns it, but the families that work in there. So that was very nice meeting those people, and you can see they have a passion for what they're doing.
Oh my word, here comes the Rooibos, guys. Iced Rooibos tea
We met Sunetja, and she runs a Rooibos tea house. And there's so many different varieties of Rooibos, and she walked us through the uses of Rooibos, how Rooibos is grown and then processed into a tea. She basically also gave me some syrup and some tea powder to make my Rooibos cocktail later on in the afternoon, which I'm going to do. I'm quite excited about trying that out. Rooibos is very interesting. They've got a national Rooibos day. So we had a Rooibos stop. We drank some Rooibos, myself and Nik. We did that instead of having Patkos. How refreshing is ice cold Rooibos?
It's great to be here at the Rooibos tea house. Sanet gave us a delicious iced tea, Rooibos iced tea, guys.
Very nice stop, very nice people, very chilled. Wow, it is just. Do you drive this car every day?
No, just standing. But for special occasions like 21st, weddings, they rent it out.
Wat trek afskeid?
A trick afskeid.
So dis nou die Boskloof pad.
That's the Boskloof Road. Sorry guys, I'm not driving with my car on a gravel road. You're supposed to look for a lift or a hitchhike, please.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye,
I'm
bye,
leaving.
Bye.
How far is this place?
About 10, 15 kilos.
Come, Nik, come, let's go. Thanks for the ride.
What are you so happy about?
It's a beautiful country I get to walk. 15 km.
It's gonna take us
in the heat.
in 10 hours.
You're Nik Rabinowitz, man. You got this. We've been walking for like the past half an hour, and we covered 10 Ks. Nik is just coming to my diary session.
Yes, man, that walk, I feel like that was like a long walk to freedom. Do you know, I felt like I was in a David Kramer song at one point. For hours, I've been walking under a sky that never cries.
And as myself and Nik were walking, I saw the school in the distance, and I hear some dancing there. And he says, let's go closer to the school.
And then finally we got here to Elizabeth Fontaine Primary School, where we were greeted by the ATKV champion reel dancers of 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 16.
What a sight. I've never seen real dancing like that in my life.
And to see these kids dancing in the dust riding to the stuff stand still. And just a beautiful sight, the sound of kids laughing, just here in the platteland, in the countryside. It's a beautiful scene.
So as the kids were dancing, they could see myself and Nik looked a bit tired. And one of the dancers says, Nik, my pa het 'n perrewyntjie. And the guy's father rocked up in a perrewyntjie. And now we will make it to that braai on time. This is Tyres and Braaiers. We'll get to that braai. Perrewyntjie by foot, because there's tires on our feet. But we're gonna braai tonight and you're gonna love it.
Fantastic to get a ride on an authentic donkey cart with Joseph. And these donkeys remind me of the story in the Bible of Joseph, not Joseph, Jacob, and the Hebrew donkeys, the Jewish donkeys, the talking Jewish donkeys. I was reminded of that this evening. Don't know if you know this, Hez, but they knew they were Jewish, these donkeys, because they would be like, bro, bro.
Wow, I've never been in a donkey cart in my life. I've never been on any type of cart in my life. And it was cool arriving here in a donkey cart, myself, Nik, Joseph.
How about Joseph? Baie dankie. For die ride.
Thanks for the ride, Opa Joseph.
Okay.
It was really cool. Look after your donkeys.
Ja, dankie. Dankie donkeys. Thank you donkeys. Fantastic. We got off the karretjie. We were greeted you know, with this amazing sight of these caves.
Arriving at Bushman's Cave today, a spectacular venue, a spectacular view.
Yeah, the vibe was fantastic. We got here. I mean, I felt like the music was playing, like a boere music. Man, I felt like I was at a Steve Hofmeyer concert.
Erik de Melander.
Erik de Melander.
What does one say about somebody like Erik de Melander?
Erik, very interesting character, larger than life, sheep's head, skop, specialist.
Genius, mad scientist, cave developer. So Erik, I'm here with you at your beautiful Bushman's Cave today. This is fantastic, I must say. I'm super excited. You're a legend. 500 sheep head. You're a legend. What are you doing for us tonight?
Sheep head indeed, and then with it another traditional dish to especially the Western Cape and the Boland area, waterblommetjies, or as they say in English, Cape pondweed. So I'm also going to prepare a waterblommetjie pot for you, and it will also be very nice.
This is really, really exciting. My mouth is watering. I won't lie to you, I'm super excited. So let's go braai this lovely chop.
Yes,
and
we're going
in the meantime, I'll make you a drink. So you relax and enjoy your braai.
Yeah, you owe me one.
Is hy nou klaar gebrei?
No. Okay, what we do is, before you can prepare a sheep head and put it in the oven, there are some steps you have to follow, and the main thing you have to do is you have to pre-cook it. And we pre-cook it for about 45 minutes with salt, pepper, cloves and some coriander. The key word to prepare a nice sheep head is patience. The longer the better. This was prepared 8 hours in the oven at 100 degrees. First of all, when you take the sheep head and you open it.
First remove the jaws.
Yeah.
There's no Montvoltana.
Yeah. But then when you know it is properly prepared,
falls off the bone.
you can see there's no meat. There's no meat in this. This is the oyster part.
Oh,
Oh my God.
You can see. Who wants it? Hezron. This is like an oyster, just better. Okay.
come on, Hez. Don't disappoint me.
I've got to take one for
Don't
the
let
team.
me down here.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Guys are genius.
This
You know
is
what
yours.
they say in Clanwilliam?
That will increase your
The world is your oyster.
I see.
Suck the eye.
I really didn't think I was going to enjoy that as much as I did, particularly the eye of the sheep, a delicacy. I have to say that was a delicacy.
Today I tried to impress Nik, Erik and his friends here at Bushman's Cave with a cocktail. I used vodka, I added berries, some Rooibos tea that was made here at Bushman's Cave. I used some of the syrup that was given to me by Sunit today. Oranges, lemon slices, some strawberries. Nice. Damn that. Stop it up. I'll make a soda for fizz. That's what I made for the guys today. They thoroughly enjoyed it, except for Freddy.
Lekker.
That's actually very nice.
Baie dankie hoor. Baie
It's
lekker.
actually less vodka than I thought you were going to put in. Yeah, ons drinkie
That's
so
Rooibos.
ietsie hierso.
That's the
Dis-
Rooibos flavor.
My only criticism is more ice.
Dis die cocktail se. Oh. Freddy se Rooibos cocktail. Cocktail se. Freddy, kom hier so.
Prachtige waterlemoenetjies. Food was great. Waterblommetjie braai, a favorite of Louw Leipolk. Delicious. I have to say, my mom's waterblommetjies may be a little bit better. Love you, Mom.
Today I had waterblommetjie for the first time the way it should be.
Die skape. The smiley. I knew what a skepskop was, but till now, I didn't know what a skaapkop was.
And what are you from?
Rooibos.
Net rooibos.
Net Rooibos.
Ja, en honde en klippe.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Well done to Eric and his team here at Bushman's Cave.
I would just like to say, baie dankie. This is truly a unique location. The food unbelievable. Ons het waterblommetjie braai,
Oyster eyes.
oysters van die skaapkop. Die skaap ape is in Durban, né? Unbelievable. Great company. Except for Paul, everyone was amazing.
Everyone was amazing.
Even you, Paul. And I think at the end of the day, what you can see about this show is we are definitely keeping it real. Ons wil net baie dankie sê. And Hezron would like to present something on behalf of him.
I'd really like to say thank you. You guys, Eric, thank you for this unique opportunity. I'd like to shake your hand. This was a unique opportunity that I believe every South African should enjoy, is to enjoy time with you
But it's
here.
empty. There's no wine in it.
Dankie.
Guys, baie naam.
Thank you so much.
Can I get a high five? Yes, like here at
That's only
Bushman's
4.
Cave. High five. Thank you. Ase. Ase. Yes, like. You guys are fantastic, man. You guys.
Come on, Freddy. A low five.
Ready? Come on, ready? Awesome.